What is good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. And today we've got third-party announcements galore. Obviously, you guys have heard about the news when it comes to the Elder Scrolls and various different third-party games getting release dates, getting announcements, and so much more. But I wanted to go over them, and of course, we can get our focused reactions and focused comments on these different articles here. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim for the Nintendo Switch launches on November 17th, and I want to talk about the significance of this and Nintendo third-party relations when we talk about all that. So the Nintendo Switch version of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim will launch on the Nintendo Switch on November 17th. Bethesda Softworks has announced. Now, we already know the overview of the game. I've talked about some of the features, but I'll go over it again just for those who missed it. So basically, the key features of this version are Epic Fantasy Reborn. Skyrim reimagines the open world fantasy epic, pushing the gameplay and technology of a virtual world to new heights. Live another life in another world. Play any type of character you can imagine and do whatever you want. The legendary freedom of choice, storytelling, and adventure of the Elder Scrolls is realized like never before. Stunning graphics and immersive gameplay. Skyrim's game engine brings to life a complete virtual world with rolling clouds, rugged mountains, bustling cities, lush fields, and ancient dungeons. You are what you play. Choose from hundreds of weapons, spells, and abilities. The character system allows you to play any way you want and define yourself through your actions. The Legend of Zelda outfits and weapons. Tap compatible The Legend of Zelda character amiibo to gain outfits and gear inspired by the series. Take down enemies with the Master Sword, protect yourself with the Hylian Shield, or look heroic in the Champion's Tunic. Tap other compatible amiibo to gain additional loot. Compatible amiibo include those from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild series, 30th Anniversary, The Legend of Zelda series, Super Smash Bros. Series, and The Legend of Zelda series. Motion controls. Use the all-new motion controls for combat and lockpicking, battle with melee weapons, aim your bow and arrow, and more. So the reason why I thought that this was so significant is because Nintendo is giving Bethesda the open slot, the Black Friday spot of November 17th in order to sell this game, and that is a very monumental movement in what Nintendo's done before. Usually Nintendo would have that big Mario game right there. Nintendo said, you know what? We're going to try to turn things around when it comes to third party. You guys get the November slot. We'll hold off. We'll put Fire Emblem Warriors and we'll put Mario Odyssey. We'll put those in October. And of course, those games are going to sell through October, through November, through December, probably into next year, because those are going to be evergreen titles. But hey, Skyrim, you get that Black Friday spot when people go in, where usually you see the biggest games. And that is huge for Nintendo going forward when it comes to third party. And you can clearly see the relationship between Bethesda and Nintendo is working out because of the announcements that we're going to talk about in a little bit. But I'm so happy that Nintendo gave them that November slot. I think that this game minimum is going to have 500,000 sales. Skyrim on a portable, why even buy on PS4 and Xbox One if you still haven't bought them at this point? A lot of people have, but to me, having Skyrim on a portable that runs well, that has exclusive features, that you can play anywhere you want and has all the DLC and everything on there and looks almost as good or just as good as the other versions of the game when it comes to home consoles, yo, sign me up for that. Skyrim is looking dope on the Nintendo Switch. Can't wait to play it on the go because that's how I'm really going to be playing it, portable mode, just because there's way too much content in there, man. So what do you guys think about this announcement? In addition to Nintendo giving Bethesda the November slot, the Black Friday slot for big sales, I think that is huge, and a lot of people aren't talking about that, but I definitely wanted to bring it to you guys' attention again. So let me know what you guys think about the game and that in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next article here. Dragon Quest Builders is coming to Nintendo Switch in spring 2018. So ride a great Saber Club in a free build mode. The original Dragon Quest Builders is coming to Nintendo Switch in spring 2018. Square Enix has announced. The Nintendo Switch, well, Nintendo actually announced it, not Square Enix. The Nintendo Switch version will allow players to ride a great Saber Cub in the game's free build mode. I might have said that wrong in the title or in the beginning. Sorry about that, guys. The Saber Cub boosts players' speed and grants them special materials by defeating enemies. Dragon Quest Builders is currently available for the PlayStation 4 and PS Vita. Its sequel, Dragon Quest Builders 2, is coming to both the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch, and I'm so glad. I had a hunch that this game will be coming since they announced Dragon Quest Builders 2. I was thinking, I wonder why they didn't announce Dragon Quest Builders 1 in addition to 2 when they talked about it at Square Enix's little press thing that they did for Dragon Quest. And then I knew. And that's why I stopped playing the PS4 version, because I actually streamed it one time and then played it again, but I'm thinking, man, you know what? There's probably going to be a Nintendo Switch version of this game, so I'll wait for that experience, and bam, here we go. Nintendo Switch version of this game, and guys, do not be intimidated or do not feel that this game isn't for you just because it has that Minecraft aesthetic. This game is way better than Minecraft in my opinion. You have a lot of different RPG elements in there. The combat is obviously better. The graphics look great. The art style is just so much better. The bosses, everything that you would like in an RPG, it's kind of in there. So to me, this one is one of the games that even if you don't like Minecraft, because I'm not a big Minecraft guy, this game is definitely worth a try on the Nintendo Switch 2018. So I'm so happy I stopped playing on PS4, because I said when I was playing it, I was like, man, this game would be perfect portable mode. Perfect game for portable mode. That's why people really love the PS Vita version of Dragon Quest Builders. Like, people love that. In Japan, that actually sold really well, and Minecraft on the PS Vita sells really well in Japan. So people love that portable style when it comes to these type of games, and now we can have that in addition to the home console as well. So awesome stuff, man. That is really cool, and I'm glad that Square Enix is bringing it, showing up big, because we're going to talk about Octopath in another video at some time. I have to dedicate a whole video to Octopath, but yeah, we're going to talk about that. So that was big for Square Enix, big stuff going down, and I'm sorry about that slipping up video that I made, Square Enix. Although I said that, hey, you know, it's just a couple things here and there, but they've definitely made up for it and then some, and I wasn't really too mad in the first place. It was just a couple different things, but this is a big announcement, and I'm happy that it finally got announced. So what do you guys think about Dragon Quest Builders coming to Nintendo Switch in spring 2018? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the 2 megatons of the Direct. Yes, the megatons when it comes to third-party support. Doom is coming to Nintendo Switch this year, and Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus, is coming in 2018. More Bethesda Softworks games heading to the Nintendo Switch. Bethesda Softworks has announced Doom for the Nintendo Switch this holiday, and Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus for Nintendo Switch in 2018, the company has announced. Here's an overview first of Doom. Developed by id Software, the studio that pioneered the first-person shooter genre and created multiplayer deathmatch, Doom returns as a brutally fun and challenging modern-day shooter experience. Relentless demons, impossibly destructive guns, and fast, fluid movement provide foundations for intense first-person combat, whether you're obliterating demon hordes to the depths in a single-player campaign or competing against your friends in numerous multiplayer modes. Story: you've come here for a reason. The Union Aerospace Corporation's massive research facility on Mars is overwhelmed by fierce and powerful demons, and only one person stands between their world and ours. As the lone Doom Marine, you've been activated to do one thing: kill them all. Well, that makes sense. Key features: a relentless campaign. There is no taking cover or stopping to regenerate health as you beat back raging demon hordes. Combine your arsenal of futuristic and iconic guns, upgrades, and movement, an advanced melee system to knock down, slash, stomp, crush, and blow apart demons in creative and violent ways. Return of id multiplayer. Dominate your opponents in Doom's signature fast-paced arena-style combat in both classic and all-new game modes. Annihilate your enemies utilizing your personal blend of skill, powerful weapons, vertical movement, and unique power-ups that allow you to play as a demon. Now, a couple other things with this game. The full single-player campaign will be on the cartridge, and the multiplayer campaign will be an optional download that you can just download separately if you want it. So that's one thing to note, which is actually pretty good. I like that option of being able to just say, hey, if I just want the single player, I can buy the single player. If I want the multiplayer, well, I can just download the multiplayer as an optional download as well. I think that distributes the cost well down the board when it comes to publishers, developers, us, the consumer, and everything like that. So very cool. So if you're not going to touch multiplayer, you don't got to worry about it taking up space or doing anything like that. Another thing to note, that there will be HD Rumble with this game, so there is powered up a little bit by HD Rumble, and of course you have that smooth, silky, portable play on the Nintendo Switch. So very happy about the news. But let's go ahead and move on to the next game, and that is Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus. Let's get the about on this one. So Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus, is the highly anticipated sequel to critically acclaimed first-person shooter Wolfenstein: The New Order, developed by the award-winning studio Machine Games. An exhilarating adventure brought to life by the industry-leading id Tech 6. Wolfenstein 2 sends players to Nazi-controlled America on a mission to recruit the boldest resistance leaders left. Fight the Nazis in iconic locations such as small-town Roswell, New Mexico, bayous and boulevards of New Orleans, and the post-nuclear Manhattan. Equip an arsenal of really cool guns and unleash new abilities to blast your way through legions of advanced Nazi soldiers, Uber soldiers, and the definitive first-person shooter. And the all new ways of doing all sorts of stuff to enemies, guys. Jesus, I had to censor myself with some of this stuff. I don't know about YouTube, man. They're gonna take down this video. Gonna find it not worthy for the advertisers out there. Some of this stuff stuff in here. But anyway, go there if you want the actual full word-for-word description when it comes to things. But yo, guys, I'm really excited about these two games. And you know what? This just goes and proves. There was a lot of Tobys out there doubting the Nintendo Switch, saying that the system couldn't handle current generation games, or next generation as some people still put, even though we're in the current generation. And obviously that is not the case with Vulkan and with what Nvidia is doing with the tech that they have with the Nintendo Switch. It's definitely there, man. And I'm getting these games just based off of principle because I want to see Bethesda support in the future. And obviously Nintendo and Bethesda are doing great things together. So definitely, if you're interested in these type of shooters with multiplayer and great single player, from what I've heard, like the single player in Wolfenstein the New Order is like really good. So I'm guessing, since we're getting the second one, I'm guessing that we're going to be getting a combo pack with the first one. They just didn't want to announce it at this point, and they're going to sweeten the deal next year. So you can bet, I would bet anyone, that we're going to get Wolfenstein 1 and Wolfenstein 2, maybe in a combo pack for a little bit more, or the option to play or download the whole first one for something like a pre-order bonus. There's going to be some way that we can play that first one. I just think that they didn't want to talk about it since it is coming to an unspecified date in 2018, while Doom is coming this year. So really focus on Doom this year, and then next year look forward to Wolfenstein the New Order 2 in addition to the first one as well, man. So I'm excited for this. I'm looking forward to more third-party support, but this is a great start. And plus, we've already had some great games already come out on the Nintendo Switch. And yeah, it's proving to be a very capable system because it does have these two games on there. So let me know what you guys think about Doom 2016, and let me know what you guys think about Wolfenstein 2 coming to Nintendo Switch. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. It really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier, be entered in to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we have Discord voice chat and $10 prize eShop tournaments for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, and more. To support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.